Hi everyone, this is my review video for The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn. I feel like I haven't done a review video in such a long time, so I thought, why not? It's about time that I reviewed some of the books that I've been reading. So here it is. I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I thought it was well written. I've never read any other books by this author, so I was really excited to read some new thrillers by authors that I haven't really heard of before. So this was a great book. It's a thriller slash psychological suspense kind of novel. It just came out this month in January, so definitely check it out if you haven't yet. Basically, the synopsis of this book is the main character, the protagonist, Anna Fox, lives in New York, in Harlem, and she has a house there. She never leaves the house. She has agoraphobia, so she's too scared of the outside world. She doesn't really interact with too many people. She only kind of regularly visits with her physical therapist, who's a lady that comes to her home, and also her psychiatrist, who also comes and visits her every so often. She doesn't really interact with her neighbors. She just looks out her window and sees what they're up to, so she knows kind of their daily routines. She uses her camera to take pictures of them, and that's the way that she keeps up with them. She didn't seem like a stalker or anything like that. It just seems like she doesn't have a lot of people in her life that she interacts with, so that's her way to keep up with the neighborhood and to know what's going on around her. Her family is also mentioned in this book. She has a husband and a daughter, but they have separated, so they don't live with her. And you also get to know, while reading this book, what happened with her family and why they're separated, and also why she doesn't leave the house and why she's so scared of the outside world. So it's like a second storyline in this book apart from the main storyline, which starts emerging once her new neighbors move in. It's a family, mother, father, and their son, and they seem like a perfect family until one day Anna is looking out the window and she sees something that she shouldn't have seen in their living room. After that, her perception of them changes and she realizes that they might be hiding something dark and weird. And she begins to try and uncover it. So there's like the two things that you learn. You start learning more about what she sees with her neighbors, and she briefly interacts with them and starts getting to know them. And we also learn more about her past and why her family is not there with her, why they've been separated, and why she's scared to leave her house. I overall liked Anna as the narrator. She's an unreliable narrator. It reminded me a lot of Girl on the Train, where the narrator drinks, and therefore we don't really know whether she's telling the truth or not. In this case, there are pills that she's prescribed by her psychiatrist, and she's not supposed to be drinking while taking them. In spite of that, she does mix them with quite a bit of alcohol. She drinks every day, and her perception seems to be a little cloudy at times. So throughout the book, we don't really know whether what she saw was real or whether she made it up. There's 2 plot twists in this book. The first plot twist has to do with Anna herself. I don't know if that's a spoiler, but it has to do with her, and it's something that I did not see coming. It was a crazy, unexpected plot twist. The second plot twist is at the end, when you actually realize what's been going on, what has happened, and we finally know what went down. So it's all clear in the end. I was more shocked by the first plot twist because it was not something I expected, and it definitely changes things. It makes you gives you a lot of doubt and makes you second guess everything that you thought before that plot twist. So that was really exciting. When I first started reading this book, I thought this beginning was very slow, and for a while I just didn't really feel like I was really into this book. It was started out with her just describing the houses around her block and kind of just little things about her neighbors, and just kind of almost real estate related things, where I wasn't really that interested in it. And for a little while I was kind of second guessing my decision to read this book, and I was a little worried that it was never gonna pick up. But then slowly but surely it started to get a bit more interesting and things actually started happening. So I was glad that I finally picked up rather than just being the slow burning sort of read. So I like that. So overall it was a good read. Definitely some twists and turns. Slow to start. Very unreliable character. The ending of it, I wish I had been as shocked as I had been while reading some other thrillers before. In relation to the other types of books that I really enjoy, this one, like, probably I liked less than all of the other ones. Like, I liked less than all of my favorites, but it's still a good read. So, and I gave it 4 stars. So it is good. It's well written. I just, in my opinion, it wasn't as good as it could have been. But it was a pretty decent read, and it was definitely a page turner. So if you like thrillers and suspense novels, I highly recommend it. Please let me know if you've read this book and what you thought, and also please let me know if you are looking forward to reading this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.